Hello everyone. If you're here, please let me note in the chat that I'm not alone, because it's usually, the Prism app shows a little bit later how many people I have on board. Oh, thank you so much, Natalie. Hi everyone. Hi Christine. Hi everyone. Happy Easter. I'm so glad that I'm not alone. We're here, and please let me know about the quality of the sound and the video. We are in the center of Prague, just a few meters away from the main Old Town Square, where the Easter celebrations are happening, and we will dive into that story. But today I decided to begin our stream in Ungelt. This is the place where about this place I was telling you a couple of times when we were exploring Old Town Square. I always tell you that there is the place behind the church, the Tyn Church, where it was kind of a customs office where the merchants would leave their weapons, pay taxes, measure their goods. And today I decided to show this beautiful place to you before we dive into the celebration of Easter on the Old Town Square. Thank you for letting me know that you can hear me and see me well. So it's an incredible day. It was it was warmer a few days ago. Now it's cold, really like Prague, windy, cold, the sun is shining. This is the true Prague weather. So hello everyone. I will now change the camera and you will see Ungelt, and I will tell you a little bit about this place. What's our plan for today? We're exploring Old Town Square. I hope there will be some kind of festivities, songs and celebrations. So you will hear the music and you will see the people celebrating Easter here. And we will walk around Old Town Square. We will watch astronomical clock and Charles Bridge. So let me show you this incredible place, Ungelt or Tyn Courtyard, because the spires of the Tyn Church are over here. You can see them. So the merchants, they came here usually and they surrendered their weapons to trade in Prague. The trade began about 12th, 13th century, and it's called Tyn Courtyard because it's behind the Tyn Church. So merchants from all over Europe were staying here. They built the palaces like that. You see this kind of Renaissance type palace. The payment of the customs, of the duties was obligatory in Bohemia when people wanted to trade here. And the tax in Old German is Ungelt. That is why the courtyard itself got this name, Ungelt. You can imagine that thousands of wagons were entering this courtyard, and the merchants who were coming to this territory, they were not just paying taxes. They were officially under the royal protection because they were paying the money. And there was the moat, between this courtyard and the square, just to save the market. So these guests, they have to surrender the weapons, and then they were allowed to go to the square for the market, to be traders there. And here they were also storing their precious goods. The place was very bustling. It was thriving, especially under the reign of famous King Charles IV. And people loved to stay here, lived here. They were sharing news, probably celebrating their successful deals. And now we are going to really to the Old Town Square, where the celebrations are. But this charming courtyard, I wanted always to show to you. You can see the old signs of the medieval ages. That's the special protection of the buildings from the horses. And here we are. There was the entrance to the old market square, and the place that is full of different full of elegance, and the buildings of different epochs. It could be called Gothic Wonderland because of the Gothic church. Look at the Tyn Church from the backside. It's the real medieval masterpiece. It was built in the middle of the 14th century, and we are standing in the heart of Prague, and This is the incredible view where you can really feel that the building is very old because the stones are dark. You can enter this church every day for free, but sometimes it's closed. You need just to catch when it's open, and the entrance is hidden below the arch. But inside, it's also magical. It's kind of the mixture of different styles of Baroque and the Gothic, because there was the lighting, like the lighting struck the church, and the interior was changed a little bit. It's famous because it has the oldest organ in Prague, and famous astronomer and mathematician Tycho the Brahe is buried there. Of course, this church is famous for its towers. They are very high, and they inspired Walt Disney to create the castle of his Sleeping Beauty. They are 80 meters high. That is about 260 feet. And now you're going to see these famous spires and towers. So we have reached the old town square, which is full of this forest of the houses. These houses were used during Christmas time. Now it's Easter. They are still the same, but decorated not with the sunflowers, but with the flowers. Oh my God! So there, Ukrainians are singing there on the stage. So here is the teen church that I told you about, and now, while the concert is ongoing, I would love to show you a part of my culture. You know, it's a live tour. I didn't plan that, but I hear Ukrainian spring song that dates back to the pagan times. You know how difficult it is sometimes for the refugees to preserve the culture while we're living abroad. And it's one of those moments, precious moments, when I can take you and show you Ukraine in Prague. So let's go and watch how Ukrainians are singing spring songs here in Prague. I'm very proud that my people are here on the main square of Prague. And please enjoy Ukrainians singing here in the center of Europe. We are trying to survive and spread our voices wherever we are. And let me know if you can hear the music. Let me know if you can hear it. Can you hear the music? It was incredible. I love the magic of these moments when something incredible happens on my tours, like where I can catch some like Ukrainian culture and tell you, here we are. We have our songs, our culture, our costumes, the spark in our heart. So I'm very proud of the fact that the ladies are singing the song. So what is the meaning of the song? So that it's the words means that very early in the morning the sun shines, and very early in the morning the birds are singing. It's the old Ukrainian song, but it dates back to pagan times, to pagan traditions, and as well. So it's a really interesting story about Czech Republic and Ukraine as well, that the celebration of Easter here started like the welcoming of spring before Christianity. So let me walk around the beautiful Easter market, always wanted to say Christmas market, and I will tell you a little bit about Easter celebrations here. So there are a lot of stalls, the photo zones, and let's have a look at famous Prague ham. So Easter, it's about the resurrection of Jesus Christ, but during the communist era, the religious celebrations here were suppressed, and that is why people were just celebrating the arrival of spring. And after Velvet Revolution in 1989, the Christian roots of this holiday, they were kind of slowly re-established, and the Easter rituals, religious rituals, came back. Now it's a very colorful holiday. It's the mixture of Christian, pagan traditions, but people are coming here and enjoying them. The spirit of spring and the spiritual sense of this holiday. It's quieter usually than Christmas, so a little bit less people. But really, I feel that Prague is already, flooded by tourists. We are on this big observation platform that is established just twice a year for Easter and for Christmas. And you can see how colorful the decorations are today. A lot of flowers, and people are celebrating the coming of spring. I couldn't say that a lot of people are just going to churches, praying here. It's more like just a tradition to come for Easter and for Christmas. But here people are enjoying the warm weather and enjoying, of course, a lot of tasty Prague food, especially green beer is popular here. Green beer. You will see it today. Now you can observe the square and you will see how many people are here. By the way, another Ukrainian song. The ladies are singing again. It's a famous love Ukrainian song. I will go down and probably we will catch the singing. You see look at this dramatic sky. Tyn Church is half in the blue skies and half in the dark clouds. Some colorful flowers. So from here I love to show you the beauty of the church, of the architecture. This is the famous Kinsky Palace, the Rococo Palace. A lot of houses in different styles are around, and incredible old town hall. And this is the green beer. Can I show you green beer, please? Green beer. Is it tasty?
No, not really.
No?
It doesn't taste of anything, it's weird.
So, you think that this beer is not tasty?
No, not really. It's like normal, I don't know, normal beer.
Does it taste like herbs?
No.
What does it taste like?
Like a normal beer, to be fair. I don't know how it's green. I don't really understand.
I think it's because of herbs. They're adding some herbs there. Probably this makes like a little bit of weird taste for you.
Yeah, you can't taste any herbs. Not really.
But you, oh no, it happens.
Oh, you live?
Yes. Okay, guys, please let me know if we have still the good type of screen, because this green beer influencers, not just not just the people, but
like
the screen. The just normal beer.
Yeah.
Okay, where are you from?
Do you want to try England?
From England.
Yeah.
There are a lot of people here. Do you love Prague?
Yeah, second time in Prague.
Second time in Prague.
First time for a stag do. This time for the half marathon.
You know, you can try Spar beer, like beer Spar,
Yeah,
where you can
yeah.
immerse yourself into the bath.
Yeah, seen that, yeah.
Okay, so we're continuing our journey. Thank you for the interview.
Yeah, no worries.
Okay, let's go, guys. Down. Wow, my favorite Ukrainian song. Let's go down. It's very, lively. We will try to dance. About Gelderose branch. This is the symbol of Ukraine, and the girl is as beautiful as the Gelderose branch. Can you hear the music? It's very energetic. All people are dancing. Guys, everybody is dancing. Ukrainian music is magical because it makes you dance all the time. So the verse of this song, I love this. The Gelderose branch will take me back home. It's like the song, manifestation song. Whew. Probably I need some proper dancing today. You know, guys, I love dancing recently. Okay, so we haven't explored Easter market, but we have danced with the merry and energetic Ukrainian song devoted to Gelderose branch that brings people home. And let me show you the photo zones, and we will talk a little bit more about the traditions that are still observed and practiced here. So, what traditions? Of course, chimney cake, trøndelnik. I will tell you the story of this masterpiece when we will be walking towards the Charles Bridge about trøndelnik, but it's here on the square. And of course, a lot of different kind of eggs. So this is probably the same tradition in Ukraine and in Czech Republic as well. Here you can even see the eggs that are made from kind of crochet. It's the technique that they are kind of not eggs but handmade eggs. You see, not the chicken eggs. Let me take you to the stalls where the real eggs are. These patterns, they mean like a lot of things. They are like, for example, red color means passion, green color means wealth, the blue color means truth, and why people were making the eggs, because they wanted to like, it was the symbol of starting the new life, the symbol of hope, and the symbol of waking up after the long period of cold winter, because here winters were cold and long, and in Ukraine as well. So the painting of eggs was a kind of blessing. You are painting the egg, then you give this egg to someone, and it's kind of a blessing. And these eggs are carrying a lot of history and a lot of spirit and a lot of love, so that you can choose whatever you want. So these eggs are real eggs. The bigger ones are made, not made, but kind of produced by the geese. The lesser eggs are made either of wood or real chicken eggs. And they are very fragile. So if you are buying the real chicken egg, you need to be very careful when you are transporting them. Yes, the symbol of hope, exactly as you are writing, Joyce, in the comments. And different colors, they represent something, always. So it's kind of a busy stall, because as you can see, people are buying here these eggs. And I also would love to show you that interesting thing, pomlaska.
French like the life with nice wife.
Okay.
Exact.
Very fragile.
Dobry den.
So
I want to show you pomlaska. It's a wig. It's a willow wig with the ribbons, and the boys take these wigs and they legally whip the ladies. So it's a famous Czech tradition, to whip the ladies during the Easter time. So they take these whips, willow branches, they call it pomlaskas. They go from home to home and they whip the ladies. The ladies are very happy, because if they are whipped properly, it means that they will be beautiful, healthy, and prolific, like fertile in future, in the following year, in the coming year. So the guys take the chance, they are whipping the ladies, walking from home to home, and the ladies reward them with kisses and some slivovice, it's kind of alcoholic drink, or sweets. Nice Czech tradition. So if you're here during Easter, someone whips you, it's okay. Thank you. So these how the stalls are looking here, and everything is handmade. There are a lot of various Easter decorations, and of course the most recognizable symbol of Easter are the eggs. By the way, the Czechs are very atheistic people. There are about 50% or even more atheists in Czech Republic, and these people there are going to church for Christmas and for Easter, but they don't, because they feel like the part of this church holiday, but just because they want to have the special experience. Let me show you another beautiful stall. So here is the incredible smell, because these are the real dried fruits and spices. You can see here tangerines, limes, nuts, nutmegs, cinnamon. They are formed, they are made in the shape of sometimes wreaths, sometimes just hanging beautiful kind of souvenirs with bells. And this could be the protection for your home, and also this will add the wonderful smell. It is incredible. It's just incredible. Even pomegranates are here. My favorite souvenir from Prague, because it is practical, and I love practical things. Let me know in the comments if you love practical stuff. But it's beautiful, it's bright, it's very fragrant. And I think it's incredible way where the souvenir can bring some joy for you and incredible spirits. There are so many handmade toys, Czechs love to make their toys from the natural materials, like the wood or the wool, for example. The price is about 10 euros, 10, 12 euros, so it's not very expensive. You can even buy Christmas stuff, and wooden toys here. Wooden toys, and my favorite cups, metal cups with with kind of images of Prague, because why I love them, because you can warm up your tea or coffee right here in this mug. It is incredibly beautiful. It is so it's so intricate. It shows the design of the old town square, of the streets. Prague is a really fairy tale city, and these mugs, they remind you about this. They kind of make these feelings even stronger. I love this. Another practical present from Prague. There are a few stalls with these mugs, and these are simpler designs with the cats, but I love those ones better that I showed you before. Okay, so let me show you also the old town hall, and we will slowly move to another place. This market is pretty much the same as the Christmas market. It brings here a lot of people because there is the street food, and the concerts are here for the whole week. The sausages are quite generous, like big sausages, much bigger than in Nuremberg. In Nuremberg, they have just the finger. Like finger-sized sausages, but here you have huge sausages, and it's a nice place just to relax, to come with your friends and remind yourself that life is continuing and you can enjoy it. So the last stroll with the eggs, and we will go to them. We'll continue to the great astronomical clock. And it's something exquisite. You see, I have never seen this before. The egg that has Prague and Tyn Church on it. It's also beautiful. It's about the fairy tale kingdom in the middle of Europe. If you are suffering from the state when you need people, officially it's called autophobia. When you cannot stand alone, you can come to the old town square, and all day, every season, every weather, you will not be alone here. You will be surrounded by people, by company. And I love telling on my tours the quote, "All cities are jealous of Paris, but Paris is secretly envious of Prague." And this shot really proves that. So I love standing on this open square historical exhibition when really you are surrounded by the blend of Gothic, of Baroque, of Rococo, of Renaissance. Everything is here. And strolling inside this museum, European museum, and this will be added by the incredible spirit of Easter. So let's go and enjoy the beautiful astronomical clock, and actually we will follow the famous royal way, the coronation procession of the Bohemian kings. It moved through the square to Prague Castle. Of course, on the square a lot of executions happened, parades and different historical events. But back then it was just the market, the farmers' market. There were a lot of medieval merchants, a lot of adventurers, and one of the most famous things that happened here in 1621. You can see this date on the ground, made with the cobblestones. You see 1621. It's called Bloody Theatre. So on this place, after the unsuccessful uprising against Habsburgs, the most famous, rich, noble, incredible people of Prague, they were beheaded and they were killed in a brutal way. That is why you can see here 27 crossers, and their heads were hung on the tower of the Charles Bridge. And the town hall is really the star of the show of the square. It's actually, this part is Gothic. It belongs to the 14th century. It was built in 1364. But the building was ruined during the last phase of World War II. It was longer. You see, it was up to the St. Nicholas Church. And it was never restored. It has this rugged edge, uneven edge, but it's just incredible. The city authorities were buying the buildings and the pieces of land piece by piece, and they were making and building it like a puzzle. That is why Old Town Hall is so colorful and so different. So people didn't have enough money here to build it as one piece, and instead of that we have the incredible layer of different styles. You can see that the town hall, which now operates as the museum, has different parts. And you can even tie the knot here. Every Thursday these beautiful doors open, and you will see the weddings, you will see the bride, the grooms coming out from here. So it's very romantic venue for saying I do when you're surrounded by the centuries of history. And some people are coming here just to tie the knot. But the main thing here why people are coming to Prague is to see the astronomical clock. It's really a dramatic piece of architecture. It was built in 1410, and Europe didn't see anything like that before. So can you imagine, since 1410 people are coming to see this masterpiece. Every hour there is the astronomical clock show. The blue windows open and 12 apostles, they pass before your eyes, and every hour the skeleton that is over there, he's shaking, he is ringing the bell, and the another figures, they are refusing to die, they're shaking their heads, and this is the whole performance that people love watching. It lasts just 20 seconds, and some people are disappointed, but remember that it's 1410. The mechanism is still working. It has two dials. Upper dial shows you the position of the sun, of the moon, and we have the earth in the center because people when they were creating the clock, they were thinking that everything revolves around the earth. And the lower dial shows you the agricultural calendar. And it's an incredible medieval show. Every hour, a lot of people are coming here to see this procession of the apostles. And that is incredible. Today I forgot the keys from this door, so probably next time we will open it. So let's move to the to Charles Bridge. Beautiful, colorful houses. I love that people are doing like their best, trying their best, just to make the city look beautiful. And the houses are very neat and reconstructed. And there is the beautiful picture you see of the astronomical clock and the Tyn Church. Really, really beautiful. And this is the house at Minute, a beautiful house covered by with the sgraffito technique. I feel now that city is full of people. Probably Easter, but still, like a lot of tourists are coming these days to visit Prague. The best time to visit Prague, I think, is autumn, early autumn, or late spring, because very soon the magnolia trees will be blossoming, and you will see it next week with me. I think we will be having the tour on the 4th, and you will see how it will be blossoming. I will take you to famous Wallenstein Palace. Here we are. This is the medieval well. Now it's not working, but back then people were drinking water and horses were drinking water from these wells. It's amazing that they are still preserved in Prague. And today we have the beautiful sunlight. And like during the winter times, we were exploring the city and everything was covered in the darkness. But now you can see how the buildings look like. The streets are narrow with a lot of arches and passages. And the atmosphere is incredible. So we are continuing our journey to Charles Bridge, and along the way you will see now the houses with the house signs. This is the famous house of the Golden Lily, and the house of the Golden Crown, and the house of the Blue Horse. A few days ago we were exploring the Armed Garden and Mala Strana, or Lesser Town, and that territory is also full of the house signs. I was telling you that when people were illiterate, instead of house numbers, they were using these house signs, and it wasn't very practical probably for the delivery system, but it's one of the features of Prague, and it's incredible. They are still preserved. Look at this horse. Medieval well, yes, well. The house of the Blue Horse. The street is called Karlova Street, and it's always been the busiest street in the city because it leads to Charles Bridge, and from here like you could reach Prague Castle. So people were taking this journey, the merchants and the ordinary people, they were walking through this path to go from one side of the city to another part of the city to another part of the city. And this crown indicates that we are on the royal way. Let me show you this interesting thing. Have you ever seen that? Добрый день. Добрый день.
Podívej se.
So Prague.
I show
and
my
here.
job. I make a sample. What's your name?
My name is Olga.
Olga.
But you have already made the sample. You will.
Listen, look.
Okay.
It's a free demonstration.
Olga. It's incredible. So here you can not just buy the stuff. You can buy here different napkins, for kitchen like your tablecloths, but you will have the incredible personal souvenir from Prague. Wow! Thank you so much. Thank you. Olga, it's my name.
Olga,
Thank you.
Kitchen Queen.
Oh, here's even the thing for me, to buy Olga Kitchen Queen. Oh, I've been kitchen queen for so many years, so now I don't want to be a kitchen queen, but you're incredible. Thank you so much. So come to the store and buy this cozy stuff, a lot of things for a kitchen, and you don't have to be a kitchen queen. You just can come and buy some towel or just have your name on the paper. He's a very welcoming guy, always smiling, and I love this kind of personal souvenir. So my name is Olga. Probably I will just hang it here. It's beautiful. And it's a story of our today's tour. You see, Olga and Prague, and I love the color. Wow. It's amazing. I will just hang it in my kitchen. Yes, I used to cook a lot. I used to cook exquisite dishes, trying different recipes. But now I decided to focus on something else. And you know how the life changes, guys. Sometimes you really want to be a kitchen queen, to impress all your friends and guests with your kind of cooking skills, yes. And then you understand that this is kind of a waste of time, a waste of your personal time, and you want something more, and you deserve something more. Let me know in the comments, especially ladies. Did you have that interesting feeling, like when your life changes and suddenly you realize that all this kitchen stuff is not worthy of impressing anybody? You just need to follow your dreams and impress yourself. Easter is about the new beginnings, so I'm wishing everyone to begin something new this year, something new that will fulfill your dreams. A little bit poetic and philosophical stuff on this busy Prague streets. So we still have 10 minutes to explore incredible Charles Bridge that is full of miracles. And if you're enjoying my tour, there is the PayPal link and Buy Me a Coffee link. And I'm very grateful to you because when you are supporting these journeys, shows, and experiences, I can continue doing that for you. And you know why it's important? Because I feel that it is valuable and you need it. Because if nobody supports, there is no support, I have the feeling that I'm not doing anything important or interesting or valuable. So these donations are not just about money. They are about the feeling that I have that you need me, you need the stores, you need these life experiences where we can catch some Ukrainian songs, drink some green beer, and make this embroidery with my name. You see, it was today a very warm, emotional tour. Let's finish it on beautiful Charles Bridge. So here we are. I love showing you Prague today because it is, it's light today. It's light today. By the way, today we have changed the time, and it's even more light. It's even lighter because the time is like summertime today, and it's kind of 1 hour earlier. Yes, I've even in Kyiv I was doing this master classes of borscht, of what they are called, potato pancakes. We were making kutya for Christmas. So I had this 3 signature cooking master classes. And now we are exploring the wonders of Czech Republic. I love this street because this is the street of legends. According to the legend, the White Knight appears here on Liliova Street every night because once he was killed by his friends. They considered him a traitor, and since that time he's appearing on this narrow street after midnight to very, very drunk tourists. And believe me, close to this Irish bar there are so many drunk tourists. And this knight is carrying his white head, he's riding white horse, his white stallion. Hi, do you love Prague beer? Do you love Prague beer? It's tasty.
Yes.
Yeah.
I love it.
So these guys love Prague beer. So people here are drinking beer and they are getting ready to meet the White Knight. And you know what is he doing, this White Knight? He is looking for someone to save him from his eternal torturing. So if you ever are drunk enough in Prague and you meet the White Knight, just take his sword and pierce his heart with his sword, and in this way you will free him. So this is what he is looking for, to free him. For someone needs to pierce his heart, but nobody did. Nobody did so far. So probably in future. Prague is very walkable, so you can easily come from Old Town Square to Charles Bridge in about 7 minutes. Oh, thank you for so many compliments. You know, my tours are all different, and even if we are covering the same itinerary, they are still different because we meet different people, and it's like the mini adventure. The weather is always different. I am always wearing different clothing, and of course the treasure of the life tours is the people. Oh my gosh, what do I see? I see the sea of people. This is the beginning of the touristic season in Prague. Look here, guys, look. So it's like here it's still okay, but when you cross this traffic light, there are so many people on the bridge. The bridge was built in 1357, 14th century by Charles IV. You can see his monument. It's standing over here. I will not jump on the street. We will have to wait. The traffic light is still busy. It's very busy, and it's not safe to jump, like to cross the road like this quickly. This is quite a modern version of Prague tram. And Prague trams are the main transport here in Prague. It's more popular than metro or buses. I don't know why, but they are very comfortable and they run every 3 minutes, even during the night. So here we are, Charles IV, famous ruler who had 4 wives, knew 4 languages, built more than 4 important things here. He built St. Vitus Cathedral in Prague Castle, and Charles University and Charles Bridge. And this week we had very interesting performance when the people who with the carts full of eggs were crossing the bridge, and they brought these eggs here. Why? Because Charles IV ordered eggs to add them to the mortar when they were building the bridge. And every spring there is this funny procession with the carts full of boiled eggs are crossing the bridge. And there is the performance on the square. The problem was that one village made a mistake and they boiled the eggs instead of burning them raw. So Charles IV was probably laughing, probably at first he was angry and then he was laughing. But this tradition of bringing the eggs to the square is still preserved, and then they give them to people, they give them away to people. And the weather is incredible. The sun is incredible. The light is marvelous. So what a beautiful tour we have today. You can see the statues. There are 30 of them, 15 on one side, 15 action, because Prism is telling me that I'm losing connectivity, but probably you're still here. Please let me know, someone, that I'm still online and everything is good. So this bridge was for many years the only bridge across Vltava River, and there were trams and cars and buses. Now it's fully pedestrian bridge, and you can just enjoy the incredible statues, the medieval beauty of Prague. Everything is good. Thank you so much. Thank you. I love this restaurant. It's called Lavka because it has incredible views on the Charles Bridge during the night. Now Charles Bridge has the special illumination even below the archers, and it has the illumination of the statues at night. So after the reconstruction they have it. And let me take you through the bridge in this really prime time. This is the golden hour to visit the bridge. You see, people are kind of bundling up, covering themselves. It's very cold. Although it's sunny, it's not warm, as you might think. Some statues, they are very dark, as this one, for example. The statues are made of limestone. Just one is made of the bronze of John of Nepomuk. And you see this angel. So he is holding, not trndelnik as you might think. He is holding a beehive. He is holding a beehive. Some tourists are thinking that this angel is holding trndelnik because there are so many chimney cakes on the square and everywhere, that people are thinking that even the angels are holding chimney cakes. No, it's the beehive. The statues were added in the 16th, 17th century to establish the power of Catholic Church. So they are Catholic saints, archbishops, it was a very kind of religion was a very tricky topic here, because people here didn't want to be Catholics, they wanted to be Protestants. Jan Hus began this kind of, he was the predecessor of Martin Luther, and he began that story. So Habsburgs established here this statues to remind people that they should be Catholics. And it's a very interesting spot. Depeche Mode, a famous group, came here in, I think it was 1982 probably, and they made the iconic picture. So one person is standing. You will see now, this is one lady, but you will see how two people are standing. Exactly like they are repeating the famous picture made by the singers of Depeche Mode. One person is standing like facing you, and the other person is standing back. And all the people try to repeat that. That is why there is a line of people waiting here. So I will show you when there will be two people standing here. Okay, so it's again one man is standing. It's not like how Depeche Mode was standing. So we need two people to make the proper picture. If you're late to the tour, I will not delete it. Oh, probably these ladies will do that. So one will be standing, yes, like this. Can you see, guys? You can Google now for Depeche Mode famous shot. Famous picture, and you will see how they were standing here. Why it's so famous? Because back then it was like the concert behind the Iron Curtain, and it was a big deal here. So the iconic spot on the Charles Bridge, where people are waiting to make pictures from morning till night. Yes, it was an incredible tour. Again, if you're enjoying this tour, my smiles and the mood that I bring to you. There are two links. Better to use PayPal for me, PayPal and Buy Me a Coffee. And I'm very, very grateful for all your donations, for all your support, for all your smiles. I hope you're smiling behind the screen. You can even clap. Like, this is the end of the tour. You can even clap. And let's enjoy Charles Bridge. We will stay here for additional 5 minutes. Please enjoy this incredible sunset. Don't go. Don't go. Happy Easter. I am wishing you all the best, and I'm wishing you good people in your life. The people whom you trust. Because I think trust is the main thing. Really, that you can trust the person with whom you live or who is around you. Because if people, they are cheating on others, if people are just doing something bad for other people, they will not be good for you, with you as well. Some kind of philosophy and wise nuggets of wisdom from Olga. So if the person is doing something good for you, but it is bad for other people, he will inevitably do something bad for you as well. Because it's a nature of that person. Let me know what you think about this thought that I have right now. This bridge is an interesting place. You can have some kind of wise thoughts here as well. I was wishing you happy Easter, and all of a sudden I wanted to wish you some trust in your life, because I really need that in my life as well. Incredible statues, and today I am so happy to show you these beautiful statues of the, like, with the sunlight. They are so big, imposing, and probably this is Cossack. You see, he's got like this lock. He's shaved, but yes, I think this is kind of Cossack from Ukraine. Interesting statue. Prague Castle is on the other side of Vltava River, and you can see it over there. It's so beautiful. This is where the coronation was happening, and that was the end of the royal way. I have so many confirmations of my wise words that have just spoken to you. Oh, you see that some of you also encountered the people who betrayed you. There are people who are betraying, yes, other people, but it's just about the nature of that person. So even he's doing something good for you now, it doesn't mean that he will be doing that forever. This is the truth. Okay, and some statues are whiter because they were under the reconstruction, and the limestone was washed, renewed, was changed a little bit, and that is why some statues are whiter than the others, because they were reconstructed and the limestone looks much cleaner. And where are the real statues, the original statues of that were here on the Charles Bridge? They are kept on the, you see, this is the National Theatre, like Opera House, and over there are two spires of Peter and Paul Cathedral in Vyšehrad. So many of the original statues, they are kept in Vyšehrad. Some of them are standing here, and some of them are kept in Vyšehrad, the original ones. And this statue is very black, which means it is very old, you see. And the main statue here is John of Nepomuk. He was the archbishop. You know that king killed him because he refused to tell the confession secret of the queen, and the king ordered to beat him, and then the guards took him to Charles Bridge and threw him to Vltava River. And after that, the fishermen found him. He had the stars around his head, and he became saint. Depeche Mode 1988. Thank you so much, Lily, for writing the correct date. 1988. And the Velvet Revolution happened in 1989. So now people, you see, they're robbing the Queen and John of Nepomuk, so they want their wishes to come true. People who don't have a guide, they rob a dog. It's also shiny, but actually the idea is to rob John of Nepomuk, not the dog. Some ladies are saying that if you want to become pregnant, you need to rob the Queen. But this is the story. The Queen is here, like she had some kind of secret. She didn't, and John of Nepomuk didn't tell this secret to the king. So this is the story of that saint. And here it's green because it's made of bronze. And this part of Charles Bridge is a little bit like less, there's a little bit less people here. I'm so glad that you are guys staying. And I'm so grateful for your presence here, for your presence in my life. It's always incredible to have a walk with you. This part of the bridge has two towers, because one tower belongs to Charles Bridge and another to Judith Bridge that stood here before. That is why this side of Charles Bridge is even, I could say, even more beautiful, because it has two towers, not just one. And I want to take you closer to those towers to say my goodbyes. Guys, I am waiting for your questions. Today we have the incredible tour. Easter, Ukrainian songs, Olga souvenir in my hands. A little bit cold, I'm frozen, my hands are frozen. But overall, the ambience, the atmosphere of the tour was incredible. So if you have any questions, just let me know. Let me know. Like in Paris, the city, the bridge is full of painters and artists. And I even have in my kitchen, I bought a few pictures. No, I'm making a photo. And they are very beautiful. I don't understand why the artists don't want me to show their works. They could have a promotion. Why? No pictures, no videos. Why not? I don't understand that. Are they afraid that somebody will see the pictures and will try to make a replica of it? Oh, yes. Please stay with me, because my tram is on that side, and anyway I'm going to that side of Charles Bridge, so I will probably take you to the famous statue of the Turk, and I will show you Kampa Island, and we were exploring Kampa Island a few days ago, and I will show you the Devil's Canal from this side. Look at this incredible view. It's mesmerizing, you see? It's just incredible. That is the Devil's Canal, Chertovka Canal, Devil's Canal. We have seen this meal when we were exploring Ahmed Garden. And in a few days, these trees will be green, but now it's calm, quiet. You can have a tour here on the boat, on Devil's Canal, on the small boats when there are like a few people, not 300 or 100, and this is from another side. So this is what's called Prague's Venice. The houses are standing very close to the waterfront, and it's really like Venice. I'm telling you, and I don't believe that I now live in this beautiful city. You know, I am blessed. Blessed with you, blessed with the fact that I live in incredible Prague, and blessed with what I have. Sometimes we need to remind that to ourselves, that we are blessed to be alive and to have what we have. Especially when I open the news and read the stories that are happening in Ukraine, I think that, like, no, I'm so lucky. I'm alive and I'm so lucky. The statues are very different. They They are very diverse and different. This one has lions, for example, and this one, the Turk. Yes, it's famous statue of the Turk. So these saints, they were saying to the people, like asking people to save the Christian slaves from the captivity, from the Turkish captivity. So here is the Turk, he is like a bad symbol, and there are the Slavic people, they are suffering in captivity, and those saints are telling, please pay money, help us to raise money and buy the Slavic people from the Turkish captivity. So it was the interesting statue because people of Prague didn't love it, especially people who live in lesser town didn't love this statue of the Turk. They even went to Prague Castle, to Archbishop, and was telling, like, take away the Turk from the statue. We don't, from this kind of statue complex. We don't want to have it close to lesser town. And they were smashing him with the dirt. You see, they were ruining his saber. But then the sentiments changed. There was the war, and suddenly the people started to support Turks. I don't remember exactly what the war it was. I think that was involved with Russia and some kind of Germans, so they were supporting of the Turks, and they even began to bring flowers here and to wash him back then. So it's the kind of the attitude towards this statue was changing, and for me it's one of the most beautiful statues on Charles Bridge because it's so dramatic. It has a dog, and sometimes people put a candle inside this statue, and at night it looks very dramatic when the small candle light is flickering in the cage, and the whole Charles Bridge is shining with these shadows, and the statues are sparkling with their eyes. So if you're coming to Charles Bridge, definitely made a picture with this famous Turk and the Slavic slaves and the captivity. So here we are. With my talk, I attracted a lot of people, you see, and they decide that this statue is really worth taking a picture of. And there is even a deer, like with the cross. Okay, let's have a look at these beautiful statues. This one belongs to the old Judith Bridge. Old bridge that was standing here, and it was ruined by floods. The legends say that it was ruined by witches who were jumping on the bridge, who knows. And I love the decorations of some houses, because there is the famous house with three ostriches. So houses back then, they were decorated with this kind of frescoes. Look at these flowers. And there was the interesting legend. The legend about three ostriches. A man who lived here had a wife, and she was telling him, she was very demanding. She was telling, I want something new. I want an ostrich. And he gave her a ostrich. Then she says, I want another ostrich. And the man gave her another ostrich. And then this wife demanded the third ostrich. And the man couldn't bear that anymore. And he told, I don't know what he told, but he just... There was the shop, by the way, with the hats and probably with the feathers, with the ostriches, with the different kind of hats, and they were decorated with the feathers. So the next morning, on the courtyard, there were three ostriches and no wife. Probably this wife turned into ostrich. Who knows? But it's a story when you are demanding too much from man. And when you are demanding, that could bring you to different kind of circumstances, especially when you live in such a mysterious place as the Charles Bridge. So, it was an incredible tour. Thank you so much for these emotions, vibes. See you next week. We will be exploring Wallenstein Palace. I will show you something. And thank you so much for your donations and for your help. I love this bird on Charles Bridge. It's hidden and it looks like she is watching. This bird is watching Or it's not the bird. Why I say it's a kind of a lizard. A lizard. It's not a bird. It has the tail, the nails. And let me know if she's kind or not. I love it because it shows how thoughtful people were back then when they were creating things like that, the decorations like that. Thank you for your support. It's very important. If you are supporting me, I feel that I am doing something valuable, and you need my walking tours. So there are the PayPal and Buy Me a Coffee accounts pinned to the chat and in the description to any video. See you next time. Sending you a lot of love from cold but very beautiful capital of Czech Republic. See you next week, my dear. Goodbye. And this house of 3 ostriches from this perspective. Yes, it was an amazing tour, you know. It was an amazing tour. A tour with Olga. Here we are. A tour with Olga. See you next time. If you missed the tour or joined later, you can always rewatch it. I know that in the schedule we have today the Almafi, the coast, Italian coast with our Italian guides. So probably you were here and there, and you can rewatch the tour later. Goodbye. Love you all.